Hey guys, it's me, Barb, and I'm here today because a few of y'all requested a tour of my Infinity Nikki housing plot. We've been working on this on stream because I wanted to enter into the home building contest. I put the link in the description below if you guys are interested in that. I'm going to go ahead and pull it up for the webpage and show you guys the deadlines. When you're watching this, chances are the deadlines may have already passed at this point in the future, but if you're watching this as soon as I posted it, you may have a little bit of time left yet. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up the website real quick and show you guys. If you want to follow along, again, link is in the description. So this is our website for the home building contest. My home is a remodel of the base home. I wanted to knock out some walls, change things like if I had moved into the plot myself. So heads up, that's what we'll be looking through is a remodel, and it's been so fun to remodel this property. So here are our event durations. The submission period is from the 1st until the 28th of September of 2025, ending at 23:59 UTC -7. Definitely convert that over to your local time. And then there's a review period from the 30th of September until the 9th of October, again ending at 23:59 UTC -7. And the award announcement will be happening between October 11th to the 18th, again 23:59 UTC -7. And when you go to the site, it'll have you log into your Infinity Nikki account. It'll show you all that up there. It'll show you the prizes. Look, the first place prize is an Alienware 16 Aurora Infinity Nikki Special Edition laptop and diamonds. And then you keep going down the list, and they're all good prizes. Gift cards, diamonds, a Whimstar cushion, more diamonds. And just for submitting your entry at all, you get 100 diamonds. Now the entries, there's a little small text. I'd read all that. And there's entry rules down here. I would definitely read all that. It'll be a lot easier if you just go to the website and scroll on through it. Because, man, pausing my video when I scroll like that isn't going to do you much good. Down here, you enter 10 images. So it's not a video. You don't have to worry about recording your plot. It's just 10 images. So if you've done dream snaps before in DDLV, think of it like doing 10 of those. You just upload your 10 images. Once you're done, you can't upload any more. They've got to be JPG, PNG, less than or equal to 10 megabytes each. And you want to show some overviews and some up close. It's actually pretty cool. And then once you upload them, they will go under review. I have uploaded mine already, and I uploaded them yesterday. They're still under review today, so don't worry. I think they just have to go through manually and make sure people aren't posting anything they're not supposed to be posting. And then it's just got some general stuff for Infinity Nikki further down. So not a crazy hard thing, just 10 photos. And think of it just making 10 attractive photos to show off your place. Now, I do also want to show you guys the photos I submitted in full size, so you can see those better, because once you submit them, you can only see the thumbnail, I assume, until they're posted up for people to click on and expand. So I did an overview shot, which I highly recommend, so people can see the above view of your plot. So where mine's a remodel, I expanded both sides, knocked out some walls, added some outdoor garden patio areas. It was pretty fun. Changed up the fencing. That was one of the things that I think made a big difference for me. And then, like, I did this, a little view of a seating area with the wish lanterns. Oh, my Zen garden area with the art and the tea. Here's two little seats with a little ability to paint and kind of watch the water. And then over here, I did the right side of my house, a view of the water feature and the winding stairs. And over here, another view on the Zen garden. I wanted to show off the wish tree. The kitchen, I did not think I was going to unlock a sink, construction level 9, by the way, in time. So initially what I had done was I had used a gramophone turned on its side with the bell up to be a sink, but instead I have that as a bowl next to my sink right now. I highly recommend including a kitchen shot because I think people find it hard to pull off a kitchen right now, so it might get you some brownie points. The bedroom shot, you can put stuff on your bed, and as long as you leave the side that you get into to sit on, you can sit in your bed and take a photo that way, which I definitely like. And I did a master suite upstairs, so I wanted to get a photo of this side of the master suite. And then the garden down by the animal area and the fish area. And this one I did picture in picture. So I just went to Canva and I uploaded 2 pictures that I took because I had 11 I wanted to upload. And this one was a view back of the garden area and a view from seated at the patio below. So I just grabbed the other one and I put it in the corner because there wasn't much in the corner of this main picture. And it didn't say in the rules any limitation on your photos except they couldn't be AI, of course, and also that they had to fit the size and the file parameters, so it should be fine. But those are my photos I uploaded, so wish me luck, guys, and I'm wishing you all luck. If you don't mind, in the comments below, tell me what you did for your submission. Did you submit? Did you skip out? Did you go for the free 100 diamonds? Are you gonna like want to try to win? What are you guys doing with this? I'm gonna get us back into the game now, and let's go actually do the tour and look at stuff. Now, when I first got into the housing, I honestly, it felt overwhelming to do a full new structure, and I thought, what would I do if I were Nikki moving into my plot? And my idea was to knock down some walls. So I'm going to give you the inside tour, then we'll do the outside tour, and without further ado, let's check this thing out. Oh, of course you have to have your umbrellas at your door.
I still remember the time we took this photo.
Aw, yeah, and then my suitcase down here. The first room I put anything in was the office because I needed my desk, and I wanted to put my little star lamp in here and all the detective stuff. And then, of course, our starter chicken. Need our starter gramophone. And I put some of the new items in here, and I put this here so we could have that little showcase feature outside for sitting at the window with the stars. This is a really, really cool piece from one of the previous banners to be able to make stars in your windows, frankly. I quite like it. And you'll notice I have some stuff clipping through the ceiling. Don't worry about that. I just didn't take a picture of that section for the competition. I kind of left that out because there's something cool in that patio and I can't stop from clipping through the ceiling. So heads up. Now we have our little dining room and seating area. I knocked out this wall. I added a back door going to the patio. It's not too bad at all to do that because you can leave on snapping for your building. I also dyed the walls, the wallpapers, several objects in here. And for the kitchen, what I did is I merged these cabinets together. These are the ones you take a photo of at Nanoy's, and then I put the tea set over here. I did put 2 things to the spice racks here because I frankly don't have enough kitchen items yet, like smalls. Infinity Nikki, if you ever watch this, I would love small items, cups, mugs, bowls, rolls of towels, simple things like that that we can place out individually. Jars, oh my gosh, jars. I would love jars and bottles. Now, technically, I do have bottles and I have jars, but they're all pieces of this. I can't remove those. I turned the pots and pans sideways to make it look like I have stuff on my stove, which I made by sticking those little green tables, the side tables. I stuck them in there, so those are my stove. I've seen some creative ways people have made stoves. Here's my mixing bowl. We're just pretending I'm prepping some food there. Ignore the brown in the bottom. I swear it's clean. And then, of course, my sink. And I wanted a fireplace area over here. I highly recommend this fireplace in green. It's delightful. And I dyed like some rugs and stuff. This is the round rug. I stuck it under here at construction level 9, I believe it is. You get a half circle rug, but it does not dye the same color green. So if you want to have this color green, take the round one and just shove it halfway under whatever you need it under. But yeah, I love the kitchen. One little tip for you guys, the chairs and objects that you can sit and interact with, if you resize them currently in game, and I'm hoping they'll change this, you cannot sit in them any longer. So if you want to make this chair bigger, and I want it bigger, you won't be able to sit in it. So small heads up on that. But I was just sticking a teddy bear in it, so I was perfectly fine. Let's head on upstairs real quick. And I'm curious, does this work down here? I don't think it works. Man, I could have swore I found a key that turns on all my lights and off all of my lights, because my lights keep turning off and I want them on, but it's okay. I highly recommend these little bird decor. They're beautiful. I made a patio area with some seating. And up here I knocked out some walls and made this a loft. I wanted to be a master suite with walkout garden patios. So this is the lounge area. I do want to add more to it, and I want to add some art to that wall, but I don't have what I want just yet. I stuck the garden wall in here, And of course, we went all in on the plushies. Whenever we get plushies, they're going to go in here. This is going to be my plushie collection, bedroom and lounge with the fireplace area. You do have the pre-builts you can place down for the fireplace with the lights and the paintings. I recommend, instead of using the pre-builts, take the individual items, place them yourself, because then when you go into edit mode, you can manually move each item. If you use the pre-built currently, the pieces are all linked together. And then out here we have our garden patio overlooking this. So the water fountain, I actually stuck this here. I was going to have hedges around to make this symmetrical. I put this here because the piece down there with the stars, it goes up into hedges or foliage above and it makes them invisible, unfortunately. So I stuck this fountain here instead. We have our incense there, and this is a nice little seating area if you kind of want to chill and take some photos. So I quite like this little area.
I'm gonna sit a little longer. It helps spark ideas for creating a comfy seat.
It does help spark ideas. It does. So we have one more thing upstairs to look at real quick, and that is the other patio. I made some garden shelves out here, and I want to add more potted plants as time goes. And I made just a little seating area, and you can overlook both sides of the garden. Let's go outside and take a tour of the outside. Now, the biggest thing I did on the outside that helped me be able to decorate the way I wanted is when I got the ability to resize items and adjust angles and all of that, I selected underneath the house the existing big old pieces of land, and I made them as big as possible, and then I brought them down to the same height to where we could still walk on them, and that let me expand outside of the area that I had to decorate currently before I had the materials to craft additional landscape pieces, if that makes sense. So over here, let's go into the garden. It is starting to get dark. Let's go ahead and make it daylight. It's a little bit easier to see. There we go. Let's go into the garden in the morning. I highly recommend these. They're the moonlit ones. There's another one that's also very purple. They're both great. I like sticking them in corners, and any place I have a garden, I like sticking some of this foliage partially submerged into the ground. And these little stone pieces, you can layer them very nicely and allow them to intersect with each other, and you can do some really cool stuff. This is one of the fish ponds on top of a piece of flooring, so it's still interactable and usable. And then I designed a nice little reading nook and water feature at this, so you can come up here and you can chill and sit in your reading nook and watch the fish. And think of this almost like your little Zen spa reading nook. And I did expand these pieces of the foundation as well that the house sits on, like the brick pieces. I brought them out, oh gosh, I don't even remember how many. I brought them out quite a bit. And this side of the house is also expanded as well. And if you notice in the base house, you don't have two windows on both sides. One is this little gazebo thingy, and one is the windows. I did both windows to add symmetry, and then I did both little gazebo awnings. But let's finish looking at this side, and then we'll go over to the other side. So Zen garden area, seating area, and then down here. I continued the windiness of the path. And the hedges. The hedges are fantastic because you can rotate them on your X, Y, and Z axis, and that will let you basically create fencing in areas that is otherwise very hard to create fencing in. So you can see we kind of have this over here, which I quite like. Okay, let's head on over to the other side real quick. And also I did the same stairs here as well. Those were pricey in Astrolite because I didn't have all the materials. I recommend trying to get the materials as much as possible for those because that did add up. One of my favorite areas ever, guys, right here. This seating area, the wish lanterns, the round ones and the tall ones, they are wonderful for hanging and creating little light accents. In addition to these little lanterns down here, these ones I used fully above the ground, but in several places I submerged them into the ground to create a shorter, like, garden lantern. I highly recommend all these little light accents, flower accents, the Barrett sont, the bird stuff, and creating pathways that guide you, visual point of interest that will pull you a certain way in your decor. will make your place just feel homey. And I added a bunch of foliage around here. This is my little tree garden. And we have a little accent area here where you can kind of sit in the patio and look out. You can also come here from the game room and you can see the moon. Oh, it's one of my favorite things to come over here and look at the moon. And we can just kind of chill. Also, it's a nice photo spot for you to hang out with your visitors. Then over here, I did create a little bit more of a seating area, and then we have the wishing tree. Hanging the lanterns on the tree is a little bit easier to line up. Initially, it was a lot harder. I feel like they've adjusted that and made it better. And then over here, we went with the hedges and went around and the violin. I do plan on taking the purple flowers that come in these and submerging them around this to make the base full of flowers and make it a flower planter. But to be quite honest, I ran out of astrolite and materials because, man, we were pushing hard for that building contest. I was trying to get it done. And then here's the view of the Water's End garden with the art and tea area. So when you get to a certain level of construction, my apologies, I don't remember which it is, you gain the ability to craft the landscaping pieces, and one of them is the water. It is so good. Just make sure you don't place it all the way down to the base of the ground on the bottom level, just a smidgen above, otherwise you'll see green cut through it. So if you're seeing green cut through, that is why. And I stacked in rocks and other objects here to make this place to feature here. And it's also nice because you can interact and sit at that. Add the little basket to the tea, and then of course our art area. And I made these rolling hills a forest area. I just wanted to feel magical, like you're drawn in, like you want to see what's further out. And my end goal is to do this to more of the island. However, let me show you something, guys. I'm gonna need an increase. I'm at 475,416 of 500,000. So what I've been doing is my 5-star banner items, it costs 25,000 of my load limit to place.
Great job!
I've only got 2 of those out now. So I did go ahead and remove some of those to give myself more room to decorate. Let's ride our koi fish. Did you guys see the wall mount we're getting? I plan to rotate one of those and put it in the water at the other pond and have it be a koi pond. I think it's gonna be fantastic. I made a land bridge by shifting pieces of land over the non-decoratable area. It'll definitely let you do that. And I made this entryway over here because I did imagine something over here. We're just gonna have to figure out what it might be based on the decor load limit and what we're realistically able to do. I can't drive, by the way. Oh man, my poor Nikki. She's like, yeah, they gave me back my license, but, you know, mistakes were made. Let's go over here and we're gonna look at the fish garden area real quick and the animal care area. I think they're already petted. They are already petted. So as you go and you upgrade your animal care, you will unlock different animals. It's fantastic. I highly recommend when you place this, there's nice little areas in front that you can put seating and bushes, and you can put decor in their area. So like these little lush foliage things to make it nicer for them. Definitely 10 of 10 recommend treating your animals right. Then over here, I gave them not only their little rug, but look, it's a cat bed. I just put the seat cushion on the ground and I was way too happy with myself. So over here, we do have a little water feature as you enter because I wanted to make use of the pond. When you place the pond, it does bald the grass around it a little bit, so I do recommend taking some of this foliage. These are quite expensive to craft early game, so if you go around the rest of your island, when you unlock all of the areas, it's definitely nice because if you go through all of these areas, you're going to be able to pick up extras of these that are in the woods in areas that you're probably not decorating anywhere in your early game. And when you come over here, I did place these in ground, these pathing tiles. You can see they have a seam along the edge, but if you don't go and point it out like I just did and you place some foliage, look, it blends the edges, it takes the eyes away from it, and then you have stone pathing in the ground. 10 of 10 I recommend. You can merge decor items into the side of the water as well, and these are still usable. And then we have this area over here, another place where you can just, you know, chill and play with a 5-star banner item. Over here, a nice little seating area near the water, and over here, I love this item so much. It's nice to see it move the water. And here is actually the pond that I hope to stick my koi fish in one day when we get that lovely wall mount item. I'm mega excited for all the new stuff we're going to be getting soon. So that's my place. That's my place. I just knocked out a few walls, expanded some stuff, added a lot of stuff, did quite a bit of terraforming. And I know Life housing for, oh my gosh, I think it's the last 26 days it says we've had housing. Might be day 27 now. But I wish you all the luck. Are you guys building your own new housing structures? Are you remodeling the base house? And sincerely hope you guys do enter, because 100 free diamonds is 100 free diamonds. And I wish you guys all the luck, because one of us has got to win that laptop. And dang, a special edition Infinity Nikki laptop that's a full-on gaming laptop. Now that that is cool. And also it gives us a chance to share our creations a lot like we do in Dream Snaps and DDLV. So guys, I appreciate you coming along for the tour. If you haven't clicked like, subscribe, turn your notifications. I mostly stream. I'll try to be better about videos, but man, streaming's fun. I get to hang out with you all and I get to play games, and no offense to posting videos, I'm just not hanging out with you all, and I guess technically I'm playing a game, but still, like, subscribe, come along for the streams. I'll see you all around, and best of luck. I hope you guys win. Let me know if you win. Post in the comments. But yeah, I'll let you all go, and I'll see you all in the next stream. Bye for now, guys.